Parashat, the way of Avraham Avinu, the narrative of Avraham Avinu, the first patriarch of the Jewish people, is not merely an account of historical events. It is a profound exploration of the spiritual journey that each individual is called to undertake. Avraham's life, as presented in the Torah, is emblematic of a relentless pursuit of truth through logical inquiry and heartfelt devotion. The Torah opens with Avraham's momentous calling in Bereshit 12. And Hashem said to Avram, "Go take yourself away from your land and from your birthplace and from your father's house, and go to the land which I am going to show you." This divine command encapsulates the essence of Avraham's transformative journey, urging him to step beyond the familiar and venture into the unknown. Rashi, the illustrious commentator, introduces a pivotal question that reverberates throughout Jewish learning. Why does the Torah commence with the accounts of creation and the lives of the patriarchs and matriarchs rather than with a direct codification of laws? Rashi's inquiry is not merely academic. It compels us to reflect on our relationship with the Torah and our place within its vast narrative. He answers this question through the lens of the Midrash, stating that Derek Eretz Kadma La Torah, which translates to "the way of the world precedes the Torah." This assertion implies that ethical and moral behavior must precede the acquisition of the laws contained within the Torah. The stories of the Avos and Imahos are thus foundational, serving as exemplars of character development, integrity, and devotion to God, all essential prerequisites for the acceptance and observance of the Torah's commandments. Avraham Avinu stands as the archetype of this principle. As the first of the Avos, he embodies the qualities of a seeker of truth. The Or HaChaim Rabbi Chayin ben Attar provides a compelling insight in his commentary on Bereshit 12:1. He highlights the uniqueness of Hashem's communication with Avraham, noting that unlike other prophets who received divine introductions, Avraham was addressed directly. This directness speaks volumes about Avraham's innate understanding of God, cultivated through his independent spiritual endeavors. From a young age, Avraham engaged in deep philosophical inquiries to discern the existence of a singular divine creator. The Midrash recounts his struggles as he sought to identify the true ruler of the universe. Initially, he paid homage to natural phenomena such as the sun, believing it to be the source of life. When the sun set, he turned his reverence to the moon, only to discover its limitations as well. Avraham's intellectual journey culminated in the realization that there exists a supreme being governing all creation, Hashem. This relationship between Avraham and Hashem is significant and illustrative of the depth of Avraham's commitment to his spiritual quest. The act of responding to Hashem's call to leave his homeland represents a profound leap of faith. The Midrashic interpretation of Psalms 45 verse 11 further elucidates this dynamic, emphasizing Avraham's readiness to listen to the divine voice and his subsequent recognition of Hashem's presence. In this sequence, listening, acting, and ultimately perceiving the divine lies the essence of the spiritual journey that every individual is invited to embark upon. Avraham, through his actions, becomes a model for us, encouraging us to cultivate an awareness of the divine in our lives. The testing of Avraham's faith is underscored by the command to journey to an unidentified land, a challenge that not only tests his faith, but also his willingness to embrace uncertainty. The Midrash emphasizes that Avraham was the first of the last 10 generations who truly knew Hashem and spoke about him, a reality that positioned him as a pivotal figure in a world that had largely turned away from divine recognition. The command to leave behind his land, birthplace, and father's house symbolizes a broader spiritual detachment from materialism and a readiness to embrace a life centered around divine purpose. Upon successfully passing this test, Hashem reveals himself to Avraham, stating in Bereshit 12:7, "And Hashem appeared to Avram, saying, 'And to your children I will grant this land.' And Avram built an altar for Hashem, who appeared to him." Rashi interprets Avraham's act of building an altar as an expression of gratitude for the promises of progeny and land. However, the Or HaChaim offers a nuanced interpretation, stating that the altar was erected not merely out of gratitude for material blessings, but as a testament to the joy Avraham experienced upon beholding the divine presence. This perspective aligns with the broader understanding that true fulfillment transcends material concerns. It lies in the profound awareness of and connection to the Creator, as articulated in Psalm 16 verse 11. The fullness of joy is in your presence, highlighting that spiritual joy far outweighs earthly rewards. The teachings of our sages encourage each Jew to engage in self-reflection, asking themselves, when will my deeds be like those of my ancestors? This question serves as a call to introspection and personal growth, compelling us to evaluate how closely our lives align with the values and virtues exemplified by our forebears. The implication is clear. The lessons of the Avos and Imahos are not relics of the past, but living teachings that resonate in our contemporary lives. The deeds of Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah serve as blueprints for ethical living, spiritual devotion, and unwavering commitment to God. As we delve into the richness of Avraham Avinu's life, we are invited not only to admire his accomplishments, but to actively incorporate his values into our own lives. The essence of Avraham's journey is an invitation for us to embark on our own spiritual quests, to challenge ourselves to seek truth, to cultivate a relationship with the divine, and to embody the ethical principles that define our heritage. The legacy of Avraham is a living testament to the power of faith, the importance of moral integrity, and the transformative potential of a life dedicated to God. In conclusion, the narrative of Avraham Avinu is a profound exploration of faith, inquiry, and divine connection. His journey exemplifies the essence of seeking truth, the importance of character development, and the unparalleled joy found in divine revelation. As we engage with the teachings embedded within the stories of our ancestors, may we find inspiration to actively pursue our spiritual paths, cultivating a relationship with Hashem that echoes the unwavering faith and devotion of Avraham, our revered patriarch. In doing so, we not only honor our heritage, but also pave the way for future generations to continue this sacred legacy, ensuring that the lessons of Avraham Avinu remain alive and vibrant in the hearts of all who seek to follow in his footsteps. Everything is from Hashem, a comprehensive exploration of faith, divine providence, and human responsibility in the intricate and multifaceted realm of Jewish thought and spirituality. One of the most profound and far-reaching principles that resonates through centuries of tradition is the fundamental belief that everything in existence originates from Hashem, the creator of the universe. This principle is not merely an abstract theological concept. Rather, it serves as a guiding framework that shapes the lives, actions, and beliefs of those who embrace it. The understanding that all aspects of our existence, our achievements, trials, joys, and even our sorrows are intricately woven into the divine tapestry of life calls us to cultivate a perspective that sees the hand of Hashem in all things. This realization transforms the way we approach our daily lives, urging us to recognize the sacredness inherent in every moment and interaction. At its core, the belief that everything is from Hashem encourages us to view life through a lens of divine providence. This concept emphasizes that our lives are not mere products of chance or random occurrences, but are instead part of a greater plan orchestrated by a loving Creator. The Torah, which serves as the foundational text of Jewish law and ethics, is replete with narratives and teachings that illustrate this principle, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of our relationship with the divine and with each other. One of the most illustrative narratives of this principle is the story of Avraham Avinu, who is often regarded as the father of faith in Judaism. The Torah recounts, and Avraham believed in Hashem, and he considered it as righteousness. This verse encapsulates Avraham's unwavering faith, which was not merely a personal attribute, but was recognized as an act of righteousness bestowed upon him by Hashem. The teachings of Rashi, one of the most revered Jewish commentators, emphasized that Avraham's belief was an acknowledgement of the divine source of all goodness and truth. This perspective serves as a vital lesson for us today. The faith we cultivate in our lives, through our actions and intentions, is ultimately a gift from Hashem, a divine endowment that invites us to engage with the world in a meaningful way. Avraham's journey is a powerful testament to the transformative nature of faith, his willingness to leave his homeland and embark on an unknown path. was not simply an act of bravery. It was a profound expression of his trust in Hashem's guidance. He faced numerous challenges along the way, encounters with foreign kings, the struggles of parenthood, and the trials of his descendants, but through it all, Abraham maintained a steadfast belief that everything he experienced was part of a divine plan for his ultimate good. This unwavering trust in divine providence allowed him to navigate the uncertainties of life with courage and resilience. To truly grasp the depth of this understanding, let us consider the life of Ar Zuzia of Anipoli, a revered tzaddik known for his profound faith in Hashem. Ar Zuzia lived during a time of great hardship, facing financial challenges that could have easily led him to despair. When confronted with a looming debt and no immediate means to repay it, Ar Zuzia exemplified the essence of trust in divine providence. Instead of succumbing to panic or desperation, he chose to embody a spirit of hope and creativity. In a remarkable display of faith, Ar Zuzia sat down with a piece of paper and began to write out 25 different scenarios through which he envisioned the resolution of his financial predicament. Each scenario represented a unique possibility, illustrating the myriad of ways that Hashem could intervene in his life. This act was not merely a practical exercise. It was a profound demonstration of his complete reliance on Hashem's will. While he took practical steps to address his situation, he simultaneously acknowledged that the outcome was ultimately beyond his control, resting in the hands of the Creator. As dawn broke and Ar Zuzia completed his morning prayers, the solution to his financial dilemma arrived in an unexpected and miraculous manner, a 26th scenario that surpassed his expectations. In that moment of revelation, Ar Zuzia recognized a profound truth. Is the creator of the world limited to the feeble ideas of Ar Zuzia? This realization illuminated the essence of faith. While we may strive to envision the paths through which we seek divine assistance, Hashem's wisdom and capacity to provide are infinitely greater than our own. It underscores the vital importance of humility in our spiritual journeys, reminding us that our achievements and successes must always be viewed through the lens of divine grace. The lessons from Abraham and Ar Zuzia extend beyond individual faith. They speak to the broader implications of our existence in relation to the divine. When we acknowledge that everything originates from Hashem, we cultivate a deeper sense of connection to our spiritual practice, our communities, and the world at large. This recognition transforms prayer from a mere ritual into a profound dialogue with the divine, an opportunity to express our hopes, fears, and gratitude. Prayer becomes a vessel through which we connect with Hashem and align our intentions with the divine will. In Jewish tradition, the concept of tzedakah extends far beyond the act of giving charity. It embodies righteousness, justice, and the ethical imperatives that underpin our relationships with one another. When we recognize our own achievements and blessings as gifts from Hashem, we cultivate a spirit of gratitude that permeates our actions with others. This perspective not only encourages us to share our blessings with those in need, but also fosters a culture of compassion and generosity that reflects the divine attributes we strive to emulate in our lives. Moreover, the understanding that everything is from Hashem has profound implications for our interpersonal relationships. When we view our successes as gifts rather than entitlements, we are encouraged to approach others with humility and empathy. This awareness allows us to recognize that everyone is navigating their own unique journey, replete with challenges and uncertainties. By embodying this principle, we create a community rooted in love, support, and mutual respect, reflecting the divine qualities that lie at the heart of our faith. As we navigate the complexities of life, the belief that everything is from Hashem provides a framework for resilience and hope. It invites us to embrace our life experiences, both the joyful and the painful, as integral components of our spiritual growth. This perspective encourages us to cultivate a mindset of gratitude, recognizing that even in times of difficulty, we are held within the embrace of divine providence. The challenges we face can serve as opportunities for growth and transformation, guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationship with Hashem. In conclusion, the principle that everything is from Hashem serves as a cornerstone of Jewish faith, philosophy, and ethics. It invites us to reflect on our lives with humility, recognizing that our strengths, achievements, and even our struggles are ultimately gifts from the Creator. As we navigate the complexities of our existence, may we carry the lessons of Abraham and our Zuzia in our hearts, allowing their teachings to inspire us to cultivate faith, gratitude, and an unwavering trust in Hashem's divine providence. Armed with this understanding, we can approach our daily lives with a sense of purpose and meaning, knowing that we are supported by a source that is infinitely wise and loving.